Alright, hello! This is Nelo. This game is on Kickstarter right now. It's wrapping up. I think it's only got about 70 hours to go. But they have a pre-alpha, like, demo-type dealio. And I've been playing it a little bit, and it's pretty fun. I've already backed the Kickstarter, but I figured I would show you guys because it seems like this Kickstarter didn't get a lot of attention until, like, very, very recently, and I didn't even know about it until very, very recently. But this thing is really cool, so I'm just gonna kind of go through it because it's really fun. So this game is a fast-paced sci-fi shooter. Huh. There might be. I might have played another game that has some of those descriptors. Don't know what it is. For some reason, I'm getting the word Grenier for this like background here. Yeah, this game has some reasonable similarities with Warframe. The visual design of the game is really appealing to me, and it just seems really cool. And it's fast. Like the main difference from what I've played of this game is that it's like having max speed Volton all the time and having significantly more firepower. Which is not a bad thing. It's super fun. But let's just go through the training to kind of like show you what's up. So this is Nelo. Nelo is a weird chameleon man, or lizard man at the very least. He's like a predator, kinda. Well, he's like an alien and a predator combined. Like they fusion hard real quick. But yeah, let's just get this moving. This is basic sprinting. Obviously, just trotting around is this, and then sprinting is this, and then whenever this wall comes down, I'll show you the actual top speed of Nelo. Also, jumping and stuff. Oh, I can show you the top speed. So this is like his actual sprint, which is pretty nuts. Like, pretty way faster than most games are willing to go. And it feels actually really good to use, and to go that fast. I like it a lot. Also, you've got wall jumps and like mid-air boosting and such. It feels good to do, even though it's in alpha, and obviously there's some like weirdness with it where like you can't like boost into sprinting when you hit the ground, which is kind of weird, which I would assume would be fixed whenever they actually have like the money to finish the game and stuff. But for pre-alpha, really impressive, honestly. Oh, you gotta let me over here. There we go. Oh, no, didn't jump high enough. There we go. Oh. Went too far. God damn it. There we go. It is kind of floaty, but it kind of needs to be for it to work. Alright, there we go. And then crouching. What a weird lizardman. Yeah, no idea what you're actually supposed to use this for, but I mean, maybe there will be stealth sections, who knows? Oh yeah, here's the first room where shit like actually gets real. Oh yeah, sprinting. You can do some like light dodging. The way they have the UI set up, like with how like all the indicators for like the stuff you can do, it makes it really easy to just be able to see what you can do at any given time. If I had the option to, I'd probably move it up a little bit, but other than that, I like it. I like how it is displayed. It's really nice. Yeah, obviously boosting through the air, something I'm a fan of. And the gun noise is pretty solid. Pretty solid gun noise. And then, here we have, like, the kind of really big different thing about this game is that you can go into, like, a far zoomed out mode where you can use the right stick to aim like a twin stick shooter, which is really cool. And I actually have one of the settings changed to be a little bit different, so I'm going to change it to how it is normally, for those of you that want to see that. I have it on isometric just because I find that I can kind of see where I'm going better in it. but top-down is what it is usually, which is not really my thing, but it's cool to have the option to have this also, because I'm sure a lot of people will really enjoy this. I just prefer isometric to top-down, and it's nice to have that option. Like, obviously, even in the alpha, the option is there, which is really cool. But yeah. Alright, moving on. D-pad to select a weapon. Now you can only fire that weapon. And you kind of go into slow-mo whenever you're only firing one weapon, which is interesting. I did it. Let me just reload that real quick. Alright. Oh yeah, also melee. There's a bunch of melee in this game. I find the melee to kind of be like the most satisfying part. In this game, melee combo in this game, a lot more important than it is in Warframe. Like, significantly more important. Yeah, and then you have heavy attacks, which are your big, wider reaching things. Your big, like, twister kicks and stuff, which is, this one specifically, like, light into a direct heavy, really good. Does a shit ton of damage, but obviously it burns my stamina really hard. And then hold down the X button for power melee. That actually takes quite a bit of stamina. Yeah. The limiter on your melee, though, is definitely your stamina, like, by a huge margin, because firing your guns doesn't take any. There we go. Yeah, that power melee is really strong, though. In the air, meteor attacks, which is super strong. Grabbing enemies. Obviously, this is super pre-alpha. Oops, there we go. Yeah, I got like these weird floaty alien hands that happen. Yeah, which is a bit strange. Yeah. This is really cool. So being able to go through like barriers that would normally stop you by like using this little protective shield that you get for like just 1 second is really awesome, and I feel like they could do some really cool platforming stuff with that. It's a neat little mechanic. Also, I'm assuming if there are going to be bosses in this game, that's going to be very important for not super dying against them. Multiplier room. So this is kind of the big thing here, is like managing your multiplier. Because the big thing that they're about to tell me is that whenever you hit 10x and you set off this bomb, it not only clears the room of enemies, or pretty much does some damage at the very least, it also heals you to full, which is really, really good. Like, probably the strongest thing. I do wish the combo timer was a little bit longer, but at the same time, like, you can build it with guns, so it's not a huge deal. But yeah, and then you get into this like Zen 1, and Zen 1 is actually only going off whenever you're shooting enemies, which is kind of interesting. But it is very cool. And pretty useful, honestly. I wish it was like kind of you get slow-mo for a while, maybe like it'd be a little bit more useful. Bullet time, take less damage for Zen 2, and then like Zen 3 is the one that's really OP, where you just get unlimited ammo. You just go ham. And I think the next area is the weapon area, if I'm not mistaken. It definitely is. This is actually good, because I forget how to lock my weapons, which I'll want to do whenever I'm playing the endurance mode. You'll replace highlighted weapon in your inventory, as well as give you ammo. Hold down the A button to lock your inventory. Okay, that's how I do it. I had totally forgotten. I'm just going to grab all these shotguns. Maybe I'll show off those. Yeah, obviously that's a thing that I'm super down for. So we're just going to lock these in, actually. Because, like, I mean, how can you go wrong with this, right? Like, that's just super strong, and it's so impressive looking. Oh, yeah. This is kind of flaccid, but better than nothing. There we go. There's a little triangle. Kind of a weird execution thing, but it's neat. And it's got a nice bonus to it. Adding 25 points to the multiplier automatically puts you at Zen too, I think. So it's like a full heal whenever you want, which is pretty rad, honestly. Also, cool thing about this, you can melee whenever you are reloading your guns. So it's actually like beneficial to trade those two things off. And flying enemies who are really annoying. Oh yeah, that's actually one of the really cool things about going into this mode, is that you'll hit enemies that are like slightly above you because it'll kind of auto-lock onto them, which is really useful. Oop. Do that. Then 2 immediately. Again. Oh, had to reload. I've done that earlier. Obviously, enough enemies, you can just burst into bursts. It's really, really cool. But yeah, let's head to the main menu. And then we'll do the endurance mode. The endurance mode is pretty rad. I'm going to try and only use the machine guns, because they're like, the one thing that's kind of hard to manage so far is like what weapons I'm picking up. I'm hoping whenever they actually like are developing like the full thing, they'll allow you to set like weapon priorities, like what would you prefer to have in your slots if it's on the ground, which would be really cool. And I think that'd be a nice feature, because endurance is pretty hectic. So yeah, we'll just do easy mode. That'll be fine. Yeah, you can't choose these other loadouts, which is kind of weird, but I'll take it. Then I'm gonna lock my guns. But yeah, this is just kind of like a point control thing. 5 lives, 5 minutes. That's kind of the drill. And the music is pretty sick. Yeah, this point will also move, which is whenever, like, getting into, like, the movement of the game is really pretty important, honestly. Yeah, I've used way too much stamina. So I'm gonna have to chillax for a second. There we go. Get a big heal there. Oh, it looks like it actually only heals me 1 bar. Oh, territory has been moved. I gotta get over there now. Yeah, one of the unfortunate things is you can't do like an air dash into like immediately like continuing your big fast sprint. It has to go like kind of the other way with that, which is unfortunate. Heal real quick. I should use my first before I lost it. I do wish there was a countdown timer for your combo as well, but of course, pre-alpha, so I'm not expecting the worlds or anything. Like, honestly, like, just the fact that this feels good to play is pretty impressive on its own. Much like the Indivisible campaign, which was also really successful. Oh no, I'm very low on stamina. See, that's what I get for not paying attention. Give me the 10. There we go. Okay, there's the full heal that time. Looks like I just got hit immediately last time.
Territory has been moved.
Let's get out of here. But yeah, you can see how this is... It's pretty fast. At least I'll have full stamina whenever I'm over here. Okay, here we go. Heavy attack. First thing. I'll try and get to 25 before I do anything else. There we go. Get some of these air enemies out of my fucking way. There we go. Oh, nope. Fuck you. Oh, these little after image guys. These guys are bastards. Do I have enough stamina? I don't have enough stamina. Yeah, after image guys are real assholes. Oh, give me one more. Oh, I died.
Territory has been moved.
That's alright. I got more lives where that came from. Yeah, whenever these after image guys show up, they are real assholes. Like, this is almost what I should have been saving my heavy attack for. Is for whenever those guys show up, because they do tons of damage. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't know what exactly the requirement is for getting up into the like last level of Zen, but once you're up there, shit is nuts. After image bastards. Oh no, reload.
Territory has been moved.
That's not good. Yeah, this game is probably the fastest game I think I've played that's in third person at the very least. Oh, no. Oh, no. I tried to do my heavy attack. Did not have enough time. Way too many after image guys. I can probably get there in 20 seconds. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, now I got something started. Just in time for it to end, though.
2 lives left.
That's alright, though. But yeah. That's Nelo. So, this is on Kickstarter. I'll throw the link in the description. It's super fun, and I would encourage you to try it for yourself. The alpha demo is available for PC. Just for anyone, it's on, I think it's just on, like, the main page. I think it's, like, the first or second thing in, like, the little description area on the Kickstarter. But I backed this thing. It seems really cool, and I would like to see, I would like to play the finished thing of this. It seems like it's going to be a real good time. But yeah, that's what I got, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.